Live. Welcome to Coming Into Being, and thanks for joining in. So, rounding out the year, a couple of weeks left, more or less, and of course, this time always gets a little stressful for today. Hey, Asta. I was going to say Sata, but Asta. My mind is mixing it all around. Good to see you. And yeah, a couple weeks left. This is always kind of getting to be a stressful time. Do say hi in the chat. I see numbers, but I don't see people unless they're in the chat. And so it's always nice to know who's on the live. But anyways, yeah, stressful. Everybody's getting stressed out. You know, there's the holidays for those who are doing the holidays. There's also just at the end of the year, and people are already starting to be like, next year, you know, for whatever reason. Maybe it was a hellish year for for people, or for some and just, or just the end, or just the holidays and wanting to get over it all, you know, kind of thing. So things just kind of build up. So we're going to really just, again, take that time. We kind of did that last week, but we'll start by first just taking a really big, deep breath in and letting yourself just fill up with air, fill up your lungs as much as possible, holding strong, holding it at the top, and then releasing it out completely, all the way out, just releasing all that breath and everything that was not is not this present moment that came before now, just releasing it out and letting the breath naturally just come back into itself at its regular pace, or more regular pace, you know, and kind of bring your awareness down to your lower ribs and feel the movement of the lower ribs expanding and contracting with the breath. Hopefully a little slower than what I just did there. And close your eyes for a minute and just let yourself just melt. Feel your body just melting. If you feel any areas of tension, just kind of breathe into those areas. And just kind of say, okay, we can relax now. Telling your muscles to adjust to that area. Yeah, let's just relax. Let's just turn into butter, melting in the sun. And feel, as you do that, just feel that just kind of moving through your whole body, all the way down through your toes. Okay. Yeah, I do see somebody. So there's worry. It's interesting. I see somebody, it feels like somebody's trying to connect, and for some reason they can't. It's almost like they're in another dimension. So you might be on the call, but you feel like there's a part of you, you're disconnected from yourself, basically, in such a way that it's like your spirit is somewhere else and your body is in one location. That's oftentimes that's from trauma. So we'll work on that. We'll bring it in. So let's keep focusing on our breath. Feel whatever it is that you're sitting on. I'm going to work on this a little bit. So just focus on your breath. Focus on your body, just noticing the breath, noticing what you're sitting on. feeling your physical body. No, your physical body, I mean, we're not always in situations where it feels like it, but your physical body is, I want to say, the safest place for you to be. And I know when I'm saying that there is trauma there for of having been in very physically violent situations. And so that probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, just because there's that trauma. But what can happen in traumatic situations is that the spirit pulls out of the body to just get through. So that's all right. That happens. And oh, Lydia, just saying hello, just joining in. So I just saw your message. Hey, good, nice to see you. And thanks for joining. And so what we want to do when we have that, and maybe in that moment it's just survival and we just need to get through and get beyond that, and that's all right. Right now let's just be in this place, in here and now, in the safety, in the nurturance of this space. So let yourself breathe, and you might have, might be a little difficult for some people to breathe. It might be just from that stress. And that could be just the holiday stress of just, and it could also be deeper stress. There's all of it here tonight, so that's fine. Letting yourself relax, letting yourself feel yourself being held by this group space, by the space of just being. Yeah. And focus on the lower ribs. If you're having difficulties breathing, and just put your hands on the lower ribs. I'm going to put it up here because I can't you can't see down far, but just with your palms and feel the warmth of your palm against your lower ribs, and allow yourself to really, with your breath, pushing against so that you're really focus on moving your hands as they rest against the ribs, in and out. And while you're doing that, at the same time that you're doing that, I'm going to just kind of continue working on some of these deeper pieces here. Just kind of wiggle your toes and notice your toes, wiggling your toes as you focus on the breath. Yeah. And somebody's spirit just went, oh, toes, I've got toes. Yeah, so coming into the toes. There's a lot of heaviness, a lot of density here. So, and part of it is this time, this year has been very dense, very heavy. Around the new moon, there was an incredible amount of sludge. Really was very swamp-like and very sludgy. You know, and the different pieces that have been brought into the space for healing. So we're just gonna go a little deeper here. So keep focusing on your breath. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit. And once in a while, I'll just kind of pop in so that you can stay anchored. There's one person in particular who just needs to hear my voice for help anchoring, one in particular. Ooh. So, all right, I'm going to just focus on sound, because if I talk, then it's a little coordination piece here. And I just want to go in deeper here. So I will be making some sound instead of talking. Ooh. And just being aware of your body, your physical body, and your breath. Really feel yourself like you're inside. You're this skin being the boundary of your body, your space, your your home. And let's just anchor. I'm going to anchor the whole group into the new earth also. Just anchoring, emphasizing that anchoring for everyone. Yeah, so that's starting to bring through that deeper nurturance that's needed here. Deeper relaxation. Imagine yourself, almost feels like, if you feel like lying down for this, feels good because it feels the spine. And if you're not, if you can be outdoors, it's great, but maybe you can't, it's too cold or wherever you are. So just lie down maybe on a sofa, on a bed, or maybe even on the floor, and just feel yourself, feel your whole spine connecting to the earth. And feel the vibration of the earth coming up to really soothe you, soothe the nervous system, bring in that nurturance, bring in that fullness of being. Relaxing into that, yeah. Okay, just a little shift that happened there. For if you're new, for those of you who are new, that tends to happen for me. Of just when there's a shift in the space and something that's clearing out, whatever there's, I will do these little kind of jerky movements. Yeah, there we go. And with your breath, as you breathe in, feeling your back, just hold back, connecting to the soles of your feet. You can do both. As you breathe in, pull those frequencies. Just feel yourself just pulling that new earth frequencies into your back and filling your whole body and breathing it as deep as you can. And on the exhale, just having it move through the rest of your body. So breathing in as far as you can. And then on the exhale, breathe it in the rest of the way, pulling it in the rest of the way, filling yourself up. Huh. Okay, so it's coming back, this whole thing that I said earlier about your body is the safest place. When you can really come in fully into your body will guide you, you know. All right, I'll back up a minute. When we bring ourselves, our consciousness fully into our bodies and physical body, what happens is that anything that's in there, any kind of frequencies from other people, from other situations, from the past, from past lives, from, as far back as we want to go, as deep as you're going to go, those get pushed out because they're incongruent with your system. And to make your system congruent, you really have to come into bringing that consciousness into every cell of your body. It's an ongoing process because it's as we move higher, we have to refine that piece of that coming into ourselves with greater and greater degree. And as we come into our body and really own our body, inhabit our body, and this stuff gets pushed out of us, then you will really be owning your body. Hey, Tine. I stopped by. We're having a deep session today. And your body, your real body intelligence comes in. And when that comes in, then your body will do what it needs to do to be safe, to be in this place of safety and wholeness, whatever comes your way. Our heads kind of get wrapped up in stuck. It's like the neurons, the pathways of the neurons get stuck in a trauma or a old situation, and if it's stuck, it's a trauma. So the trauma from various degrees, it's there's degrees from all over. View request. Okay, this is interesting. Just see what happens. Okay, yeah, Tina, it's you don't need to be on with me. I guess I'm not familiar with that one on Instagram. I probably have done that myself on other lives, but anyways, so your body intelligence comes back. That the intelligence that your system, that is in your system, starts to come back, but you have to come in and own yourself and really come into, literally, it's like your consciousness coming into every cell in your body, and little by little we do that. So let's take a nice deep breath in. Feel yourself really connected into the new earth. And let's see, okay. And come into the core of your body. Everybody, I just want you to just feel it's like that central core channel in your body. Have just kind of whatever image comes to mind, let yourself tune into that. And just feel that, yeah, but he's doing really well. And again, let's just drop into the core of the earth so you can kind of feel that core channel just dropping into going through your body and then just dropping to the core of the earth. Connecting in. There, much better. Deeper than last time, so every time we kind of goes a little bit more deeply, yeah. Yeah, very nice, deep, deep space now for everybody. Which is it's always nice to go into these deeper spaces to just relax and just kind of be. And when we get into that, just being. Oh, Ralu, I just noticed you pop in. Very nice. Good to see you. It's always good. The person might be late, but the spirit is always on time. So just in these deeper spaces, sometimes it's just really nice to go in there. And sometimes it's really needed too. Because when we go into those deep spaces, that's when we really just relax even more deeply to being. And when we relax more into being, all this other stuff just falls away. And letting yourself staying connected with your breath and feeling that connection to the new earth. Letting yourself just relax in. And with every breath, just relaxing even more. On the exhale, just allowing all your physiology, your muscles, your nervous system, your endocrine system, releasing some deeper distortions. It's kind of this deep kind of sigh, when you just like finally let go, like you go on vacation and those first few days, you're still all really tense from work. And then finally, after about a couple days, you can finally just kind of go, oh, and relax down. So that sigh of just going in a step deeper in to just being. Very nice. Yeah, so let's just kind of hang out here, and I just want to kind of say a couple things. One thing I want to share something that came up earlier for me in terms of the endocrine system, and the nervous system gets talked a lot about, sending those signals through the body, and it really came up earlier today, something that was just kind of work clearing through for myself of the endocrine system is a really strong communication piece. In I have to kind of sit with that one because there's this communication that happens in the endocrine system between the external and the internal. So what's external to us and what's within ourselves, and ourselves basically. And so it's Star Galaxy Cat. Hello. And so it's start tuning into your endocrine system, and everybody knows the ovaries, the adrenals, the thyroid, the pituitary, pineal. There's the thymus, but take a look at an anatomy book or just online, pull up some and see where they're located. And as you look at them online in an anatomy program, see where it's located. And then just as you're looking at it, it's like, okay, just let yourself tune into yours. So the pituitary, pineal, the thyroid, and take a moment to just connect and breathe into that for yourself, to just kind of realign, rebalance it, and bring it back to yourself, to yourself meaning your whole being. So I think that would be a really interesting little meditation to do. Again, I've actually never done this, but it came up this morning. This whole piece with the endocrine system, and just that piece of doing some little meditation like that just now, just popped in live. The other piece that comes up to say is that whenever you're going through any kind of stress, or you were dealing with past stress like PTSD, past trauma, because that was kind of coming up pretty heavily earlier in general, and just the stress of the holidays, and that can bring up a lot of trauma because the holidays are loaded, and memories of the holidays are not necessarily really good ones for a lot of people, and they could be actually associated to memories of severe abuse, and all levels of abuse kind of thing. So and given that this is the end of the year, I kind of posted this on Instagram a little earlier, but more detail about this piece. This is a good time to clear stuff out, because you're heading into the new year. The new year is going to come. It's like you want to be there already. If right now it's a little tense, or if the year hasn't been tense, it's like you want to get ahead of yourself, and that's fine. So take a step back. And each night before you go to bed, just have this little practice of like, okay, I am done with this piece. And I started by saying, I want to be done, but let's change that to you write it out. You say, I am done with this. Whatever it is that you want to be done with, getting pushed in by people, getting, uh, being made fun of, whatever it is, being abused, this situation, that situation, this type of person, whatever. Write it down, piece of paper, fold up that little piece of paper, put it on next to your bed and says, okay, this is just going to clear out of me tonight. The next morning, take that piece of paper, don't look at it, rip it up, says, okay, finished, over, it's done with. And you can even burn it up, tear it up, don't read it, just trash it. And do that every night, you could do it every night to really kind of get into a nice fresh place for the new year that's coming in, or just in general, just to kind of get beyond things that you've been working through, that you've been moving beyond. And let's just say, this is it. I'm done with this. Over. So that's coming up to say to you. So let that be your holiday gift to yourself, to just clean that up and give yourself a fresh start. So very good. All right. Yes. How's everybody doing? Feel free to send a little comment. Oh, I never sent my message in. Haha. I'm going to send it now. I forgot to send it at the beginning. And so there it is on YouTube. Never too late to say hello. So that's just my little message that I usually send out at the beginning, but just kind of dove in today. So, okay. All right, everybody's chill, I hope. Hello, Tina. Yes, good to see you. Yeah, I'm getting this little message from you, and I think I've done that before, where it's like request to join. But what that does is that actually makes two people on the channel, and not for this session. Who knows? We might do that sometime. Maybe that'd be kind of fun, doing some stuff around that. And Asta says hello. Says thank you. Yeah, Asta, you're feeling good. You're feeling, that popped up in my mind is you have a lot more strength than you probably have given yourself credit for, and that other people have given you credit for. You've been kind of the quiet one in your family, but you've been kind of you've been the rock in some ways for your family. Just that kind of just in the background. I think you're just more quiet, more reserved, and more in the background. So, all right. Well, we're going to call it a day here. We'll be back next week. I think next week might be our last one for the year. Looking forward to changes for this new year. Yeah. So come into the now with that, looking forward, because we have to be cautious of that looking forward, because that can move us out of the present moment. So in that looking forward, take it, what is it that you're looking forward, and then come into the present moment. It's like, okay, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to change? What are patterns that just have got to go because of what I want to step into, what I'm looking forward to in the new year? And like that little that little thing I was saying earlier, it's like write that down. As you write it down, say, I'm done with this. Fold it up, put it on your nightstand, says, okay, we're going to clear this out tonight. And then the next morning, just tear it up, says, done with this. And just to help kind of unwind what needs to unwind, clear out, just release that as you move yourself forward into the new year. So yeah, be careful not to get ourselves ahead, because then that brings up other stuff ahead of ourselves. All right, well, thanks for stopping in. We'll be back for our last round of the year next week. Thank you so much for the I am done with this thing. Yeah, good. Yeah. And see you wherever we meet up. If you stop on by next time, you stop on by, whenever that is, and wherever we meet up, and definitely in the ethers. We will meet again. So thanks for dropping in, and take care, everybody. Have a good rest of the week. Christmas on Monday, if you celebrate Christmas, whatever you're doing. If you're not celebrating, if you're just chilling, relaxing, have a good chill, relax. Well, everybody's busy. I kind of like these days, like these holidays, because everybody's busy at home, and there's this kind of quietness that's usually not there. So that's always nice to have. That's a little celebration in and of itself. So, all right, take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by, and have a good rest of your week until we meet again. Take care.